The day of crossing the Irish Sea from Belfast to the peninsula of Kintyre had arrived. After a good breakfast, we started our engines and left at 8 in the morning for our next adventure eastwards. The goal was to reach the small town of Campbeltown in the afternoon. This is a video of my series Adventures with my Trawler Yacht Whitehorse, a Grand Banks 36. The weather was fine and sunny, although with only 11 degrees it was rather cool. But we had 4 meters per second wind from west, which would be from our back and which would push us ahead. The distance was about 110 kilometers, a journey of 7 hours. The water in the Marina was smooth as a mirror when we loosened our lines and left the berth. Leaving the Marina, we could enjoy a last view of the nice houses along the port of this little town, which was for some days our temporary home. The Marina at Bangor is quite large, so it took some time to leave the harbour. After leaving the Marina, we turned north to sail along the coast of Northern Ireland. On the one hand, we wanted to see a bit more of the countryside. On the other hand, we chose a route that would have a short crossing of the Irish Sea until we reached Scotland. It was nice watching the landscape pass as we headed north. Along the coast we could watch birds flying around their nests in the cliffs. These are home to many thousands of these wonderful artists of winds and sea. Into the journey, we headed east into the Irish Sea. We had about 27 kilometers or 2 hours of open sea ahead of us, and the weather had turned grey and there were rain showers on the horizon. But the wind situation was still okay and the conditions with waves were still acceptable, so we could go ahead. Still, the boat was rolling and my partner Anita preferred to lie down. After an hour of travel, the weather turned better again, and we could see the hills of the peninsula Kintyre on the horizon. Soon we will have reached Scotland. Southeast of the tip of Kintyre is Sanda Island, with its prominent lighthouse. It was built in 1850 after a tragic accident with the sailing ship Christiania in 1825, where all men were lost. Also, other shipwrecks made it clear that action was needed. The lighthouse sits 50 meters above sea level and has a range of 15 nautical miles. The white tower with its black roof is 15 meters high and it flashes its white light every 10 seconds. Another 90 minutes later, we saw the rock of Trawler Island. It sits at the entrance of the loch to Campbeltown. It hosts a lighthouse and some cottages and is privately owned. The rather strange name originates probably from Du Balle, a saint that was living there in the 15th century. The Trawler Island Lighthouse is situated at the northern tip of the entrance to Campbeltown Loch. This tower is 20 meters high and lies 37 meters above the sea level. Its light reaches 15 nautical miles. It also has a foghorn that can produce 2 blasts every 20 seconds. The Campbeltown Loch extends 3 kilometers into the peninsula. At its inner end lies the town itself. The loch provides a good shelter to boats, as it is not only long enough from the open sea, but also has a light bend that keeps the waves coming in from reaching the town. Campbeltown, with its population of about 4,500 people, is not only a fishing town, but also a centre of Scotch whisky production. A good number of inhabitants work at these facilities. We liked our stroll through this little town, where you can also find a memorial garden for Linda McCartney, who lived with her husband Paul on a farm in the vicinity of Campbeltown. It was also here where he composed and recorded the famous song Mull of Kintyre. We experienced a good Pakistani curry at the local restaurant and then returned to our boat for preparation of our next leg. We were greeted by a pair of sea lions playing in the water between the boats, which we really enjoyed. The Marina is very well equipped with good sanitary installations and a secure entrance for the boaters. There is also boat fuel available. In the next episode, we take the trip from Campbeltown along the peninsula and to the west of the island of Arran. Our goal is Ardishaig, the entrance to the known Crinan Canal. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe free of charge to my channel and don't forget to press the like button. I'm looking forward to you watching our next voyage in my coming video. Goodbye.